So when invoicing your customers, there are two ways that you can do it. The first way, of course, is using the order book that came with your kit. You can also order these under sales tools for free. So you'll notice that when you open it, it does have a little guide here to show you how to fill it out, but I'm going to explain it just a little bit more. There are more than one copy. So it says, representative, you keep this copy. So that's for your records to make sure when your order comes in that you have everything that the person ordered, and that way you can separate your orders. And then there are two red copies underneath that you can give one when you take their order to show that they paid and so that they know. And then you can have this one that you could just put in the bag when the order comes in. And then in the back, you have the carbon copies, which you'll rip out and you'll place in between. So that way, when you write on the top page, it'll copy to the other side. And they have a spot up here to write the name, address, phone, email address. Their personal address isn't too important to get, but definitely get their phone number and their email address, so that way you can send them emails from your web office, and also you can opt them into the automated email program, so that way AVON will automatically send them emails for you. And then over here it just says the campaign, and it's also good to write down the date that you took the order, just I guess for personal reference. But anyways, you can write the page number if you want to. You don't really have to. Then obviously the quantity, product number, and under description, I don't really fill this whole entire thing out. I really just write down what it was. Like, say they got eyeshadow quad. I would write eyeshadow quad, and I would probably write the color just to make sure that it comes up right. If it was something like that, or glazewear lip gloss, and I'd write the color. And then you write the price each, which is, say that $2.49. And then obviously if they have more than one, then you would times that by how many they have, or just, the $2.49. Then you come down to here, and this is the subtotal, so it's just adding all their items up. And then here, as you can see, let me focus here. This is order processing charge. This is basically your shipping fee. AVON automatically has 75 cents. For me, it really depends on how many orders I have and how big their order is. I usually charge $1 or $1.50. I try not to charge too much because, part of the reason why people like to order AVON is because they don't have that $10, $20 shipping fee that you get with most places you order. And plus, most of the time, if they order online, if they place a $40 order, they get free shipping online anyways. Otherwise, it's a $5.95 flat rate for them as well. So anyways, you're going to put in whatever you're going to charge for that, then put the total, and then local tax. On your avon.com, it has a section, it's tax info. And if you click the site map at the top right corner, there will be a spot that says like tax information, and you can download it. Anyways, if you're in Massachusetts, our tax here is 6.25. So what you're gonna do is where is it? Oh, so you would write down 6.25%. You could write that here or here, and then so you take the total and you times that by 0.0625 because you have to move the percent over. So you take their total, you times it by 0.0625, so then write that amount, in whichever column, and then you you add that to the total because that's a tax, and then the total amount due is the tax, shipping, and everything included. So that's how you fill that out. It's pretty simple once you get the hang of it, just doing a little extra math. I normally don't really fill out these unless it's an order with someone maybe that I don't know, or say for some reason my printer's not working, or if it's a product I have on hand, like say I ordered some demo products like some perfumes or even just some lotions or something like that, and it's not something I'm going to actually put into the computer because it's something I already have on hand, then I would fill out one of these. So I'm just going to pause this real quick, and then I'm going to show you how to do it online. All right, so you're gonna log into your avon.com. I want to show you one thing. What is it under? Okay, so you're gonna go to Web Office. I had to find it first because I can't remember exactly where it is off the top of my head. Okay, so you go to Web Office, and under eStore, you're gonna go to Personalization Tool. Okay. And then over here, you're going to click on Customer Invoicing. And this is just going to make it a lot easier for you. So default service charge, like I said, just like in the order book, is 75 cents. So if you want to bump it up to $1 or something like that, then you would put that in over here. And then this is your sales tax. So minus 6.25, which I don't know why they add in the 0, but they do. So that's in. And then as you can see, it just goes through all these different things. Display campaign of item, display promotional info, display footer for email address requests, and you can click yes, no, whatever you feel like. And then you can choose a personal message if you want to put that in on your invoices. So then after you personalize that, you just hit submit. And then I think this is actually, and then if you click over to customer preferences, this is the automated email programs that I was saying, how you want to get their email. So this is, like it says, let AVON automatically send emails to your customers on your behalf, personalized with your name, blah, 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 blah. And then campaign emails and promotional emails, free shipping, holiday, etc. So you want to make sure that you have that checked off, so that way that you're, because sometimes it's hard to remember to send emails and things like that each campaign. So that way that it'll already do it for you. Okay, so back to Web Office, click on Customer Invoicing. And then you'll just click on the campaign. I'm just going to honestly click on my last one. And then it'll tell you your order total. And over here it will ask if there were items missing, which will say on your invoice that you get with your order. So say something's on back order or whatever, you click yes or no. If it was yes, then it's going to bring you up to, I'll just click yes so you can see. It's going to bring you here and it's going to show you all your items. So whatever was missing, you would, because it says short here, so you would click yes, and then you would hit continue, and then it'll show up on your invoices. Anyways. Okay. So then you're just going to click on select all, because you're going to want to print an invoice for everyone, and create edit invoices. And then it's just going to bring you up to your order. As you can see, I ordered a bunch of stuff last campaign. Christmas shopping. But up here is where it shows you the service charge and the tax rate. So always double check and just make sure that it's put in there right, and that your preferences changed and that it's correct. And then it's going to tell you what the tax amount is. And then it's going to tell you however many, whatever the dollar amount was. Over here it shows their name, their number, what campaign this is for, and then down here it shows the promotional info, your little message, which you can still change from this screen. And then what I like to do is when I do my invoices, I will grab the invoice that came with my order, and I just go through each item and make sure that it's priced correctly on here. Make sure that you look at the total as well as the price, because the things are adjusted here. However, just remember that if you say something was 2 for $5, it's going to show up as $2.50 for each item. It's not going to show the 2 for $5. That's where the promotional information comes in. So it'll say the perfume, skin softener, and body 2 for $4. So let's find where that is. So the Haiku skin softener, well, it shows up $5.75, but $8, so it shows up right. Non-taxable items, it will say on your invoice if it's non-taxable, which is usually clothes like slippers, shirts, things like that. And then all you're going to do is, well, because there's only one invoice for this, you would hit save and next. You would just go through each invoice and make sure everything's correct. And then you would hit save and print. and then it'll bring you up to this page. You just click which ones you want to print, hit print, it'll bring you up to another screen, and from there you'll print it. Another thing that you can do is, say you want to do it this way instead of having to write everything out. I'll do it on my phone, and what I'll do is I'll screenshot it, and I will either email it or message it to my customers. Just make sure you delete the pictures and stuff, because you don't want, other people to might see their information and stuff like that. So that is the other way to invoice your customers online. Like I said, I usually only invoice them with the paper if it's like an on-the-spot thing, or they need their total ahead of time, because, for if you don't have credit, if they have to pay up front, so that way they have a receipt, etc., pretty much.